What is ignition switch? The ignition switch is a device that starts the engine and controls power to electrical components in a vehicle. It is activated by turning the key, sending an electrical signal to start the engine and control other systems. Some common symptoms of a bad ignition switch include, number 1. Difficulty starting the engine. If you have to jiggle the key or try multiple times to start the engine, it could be a sign of a faulty ignition switch. Number 2. Engine stalling. A failing ignition switch can cause the engine to stall unexpectedly while driving, which can be dangerous. Number 3. Power loss to electrical components. If you experience issues with power windows, lights, or other electrical components not working properly, it could be due to a faulty ignition switch. Number 4. Engine not turning off. In some cases, a bad ignition switch may prevent the engine from turning off even after removing the key from the ignition. Number 5. Key getting stuck in the ignition. If the key gets stuck in the ignition and is difficult to remove, it could be a sign of a problem with the ignition switch. Number 6. Dashboard warning lights. A faulty ignition switch may cause dashboard warning lights to flicker or stay on even when the engine is running properly. Number 7. Flickering or dimming lights. If you notice the headlights or interior lights flickering or becoming dimmer than usual, it could be a sign of an issue with the ignition switch. Number 8. Difficulty turning the key. If the key is difficult to turn in the ignition or feels loose, it may indicate a problem with the ignition switch. Number 9. No response from the starter. When you turn the key in the ignition and there is no response from the starter motor, it could be due to a failing ignition switch. Number 10. Unintended activation of accessories. A bad ignition switch may cause accessories such as the radio, air conditioning, or windshield wipers to activate on their own without input from the driver. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button.